Take a deep breath in. And let it go, let it out, and know that you have arrived. Know that you have arrived and that you are at the right place at the right time. Not just here meeting me and bringing this frequency, but just in your life in general. I have prayed for these videos to reach the right people, and the right people is that you are going through a very big transformation right now. It's like you're in the eye of the storm, or you're like finding your way through the needle, what to call it. It's interesting. It's a very interesting time and a very auspicious time, very mysterious time for you and for us and for the collective that I am channeling for right now. This messages has been coming through about the phoenix, the eagle, and the elk. It is something about the lower world, the middle world, and the upper world. The upper world is calling on you right now and have some very specific messages. It's also the Andean cross. The Andean cross, it is like the Peruvian, the shamanic, like deep jungle, mountain Peruvian knowledge that wants to come through to you. So Peru might be significant, the Andean cross might be significant, the directions of the medicine wheel might be significant for you right now. Usually I always have some of my art here in the background, but today I don't know, I felt like having my bag from Peru, and now I looked extra, I was like, oh, and the Andean cross is there as well as it has been coming up, like the message of the Andean cross has been coming up. So if these little strings of thoughts are resonating with you so far, this message is definitely for you. So hi, by the way. I'm just like getting straight into it because I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to you again. I had a few days just focusing on my work. I've been starting my new education this week, the shamanic meditation education. So I feel like this is also why all this shamanic kind of energy is coming through. But in the Andean cross here, it represents, so let me show you, actually you're moving through a specific portal right now. You are like sticking your head into this new way of seeing reality, this new way of looking at yourself and your life and how to move through it. The moon is also very significant, the movement of the moon. Depending on when you watch this, it was just a full moon and a lunar eclipse, and the energy has been very rampant, or what to say, very intense. The Andean cross is about the south, the east, no, I'm sorry, the west, the north, the east, and then in the middle is like representing your heart. It is representing the portal that moves from one world to the other. So it has been something very specific about that you're in the midst of this very big transformation. So the phoenix was coming out. Fire can be very significant, but also again, like the roundness, there is something about like something coming to full circle. I don't know, full circle here, full circle there, the Andean cross. And it is, yeah, it's very, very interesting because with the phoenix, the eagle, and the elk of all animals was coming out, and there's also this circle here, the circle there of the moon. But the eagle, I mean, the eagle also represents like the connection from the upper world to the lower world, and in between the eagle flies. The eagle is like very, very psychological and spiritual and physically strong animal. Like you don't mess with the eagle, but he's still of the upper world. He has some very important messages for you. And from the lower world, or from the earthly world, no, I would say this is more of the middle world, is the elk, which is representing earth. It is, I mean, here in the northern hemisphere, I'm still in Sweden for a little bit more, and the elk is roaming these lands for sure. Like the elk is such a beautiful kind of animal that just shows up with so much strength, with so much, they're pretty big as well. I think in Canada they call them the moose, but here we call them elk, and they're really like this, like they are so stable. They are very, when you tap into the elk energy, it's like an energy that never gives up. Like through the winter, they survive outside in these woods, in these lands. But you are embodying all of these things like now. There are a lot of things that are going full circle. So when I'm talking about these different aspects, it is just to give you some confirmations that might be, yeah, really resonant with you right now. Also, if you haven't met me, I'm Isabel Katarina. I'm a Nordic medicine woman, a psychic channel and spiritual teacher. I am here to uplift and inspire and remind you of who you are on a soul level. And we're gonna move in a bit more to the tarot and see what messages wants to come through. I have enjoyed the sun a lot today, the last few days. Like right now I look out, I have the beach right out here, and the sun has been shining, and this song has been coming so much. And you know this song, like, let the sun shine, let the sun shine in. And then I was listening to this song today because like that, let the sun shine in, was like repeating in my mind for the last few days. And the sun has been shining even though it's like, it's autumn here. It should be cold, it should be like rainy, and it's sunny. I've been out on the beach here like tanning and stuff, and I'm like, what's going on? And this song keeps playing, let the sun shine in. And yeah, I think that that's what this is about. The Queen of Pentacles is wanting to come out. It's like the sun wants to really shine on you. And if you have felt that the old has been burning, like the phoenix has been burning a lot of the old, like Spirit really wants to remind you that the old has been burning and you're being given new wings to fly, new wings. The Temperance was also coming out here in my pre-shuffle, so it's been a lot about wings. The upper world and Temperance was here, so I even burned this card the other day, which was really interesting because I keep my cards pretty safe, but it was on my altar, and all of a sudden it started to burn just before I started my my course, the first day of the course. And it was really like the upper world really wants to talk to you, and I think we're gonna read this card in the end. But you're being very, very guided at this time. You have angels with you, you have the angelic realm with you, you're receiving a lot of messages. And the upper world is also about, you are receiving clear messages. Like you wouldn't even have been here listening to me if you wouldn't have been really listening to your intuition and reclaiming your power. This energy has been coming up as well, this sleepless night kind of energy, but now it's coming in reverse. I think you are really on the other side of it. You're taking your power back in so many ways. And what I was saying with the upper world is that the upper world is also like, once you receive the messages, because they come through me, they come through the birds, they come through the trees, they come through the wind and the sun moving through the trees as you walk in the forest. It comes through these ideas that suddenly hit you, like the universe, your angels, your higher self is speaking to you all the time. And the question is just if you're listening. The tower moment and death. Yes, well, thanks a lot. You're like, yes, I'm trying to listen, but I'm in the middle of this. Or oh my god. It's been a very intense energy lately, so it cannot only have been me feeling it. It's been a lot of like movement, and if you stay stuck with it, if you're staying up here and the house is burning and you refuse to jump, which might mean like, you know how everything will be represented differently in different people's life, but jumping also means like letting the old go, like letting all the things that was not working to fall away, and also finding healthy ways to move your energy. I just came from the gym today. I was really feeling a lot of stagnant energy these last couple of days, and I've been doing some breath work, I've been drinking a lot of water, I've been walking. But today I was like, whoa, and I really need to just like move really a lot. And I took the bike 20 minutes away to the gym. I go there often, but I've had a little break lately. But I came back and I was just like, feeling how refreshing it was to lift weights, to breathe. I was shaking, even made me cry, like all these emotions wanted to move through, and to just allow all emotions to move through you and do healthy ways to move your energy. A lot of cups are coming out. That's beautiful though. I feel like it's been a lot of messages. So what is coming out today specifically has really been about allowing things to come full circle for you, to like stand in the middle of the storm, even if there's a tower moment, even if you feel that even deeper layers, like I think you have gone through quite a few tower moments just this last couple of years, or even more maybe, and you have raised yourself to a new timeline, that's for sure. But it's almost like it's happening again now. It's happening again. You're like, you thought you could exhale, and then you're like, oh no. You're learning the lessons very quickly. You're learning the lessons so quickly, and you're doing really well. But the universe does not give you anything that you cannot handle. You can handle everything that is coming your way, and if anything is there that feels like it's taking your power away, it is only to remind you to take your power back again. What would love do? What would I do when I stand in my power? What decisions? The Queen of Swords was like flying out, but it's like, how can I cut through the BS, which might be the illusions? And here, yeah, the moon is coming out in reverse, so it's like the clarity is coming to you, the clarity of what is most important to you, together with the Page of Wands. And he has even, you know, he even has both hands actually on the staff, on the he's like really grounded. That's the energy of realizing your worth, even if your emotions are flooding over, or you're feeling a lot of things and it goes a bit back and forth. Just know that you are definitely on the right path. The King of Pentacles is coming out red here, grounding yourself, rooting down into the ground, even though the upper world is wanting to talk to you, to come back to this elk energy of having 4 feet on the ground, of eating food from the underground, like, you know, like rooting, putting your bare feet on the ground. So yeah, it's definitely this moving through the portal and reading the signs that are everywhere and all the time, and also to take action from the answers that you are actually receiving. There is a lot of like celebration that wants to come through to you, a lot of energy, a lot of movement, a lot of like upward movement, but it's also up to you to step into this. Like, you're rising like the phoenix, you're seeing things differently, like the eagle perspective, and then you are with 4 feet on the ground. It's like I'm seeing you putting your belly on the ground, like lying on the earth, you know, or like hugging a tree, or just having both your feet and your hand on the ground and just stopping and stopping and stopping. That's where also the 10 of Pentacles, like the Pentacles is all about the earth energy, and also like the earthly abundance that is around you and that wants to come through to you. I hope that you are ready to open for that. The 5 of Cups is coming. It is like, yes, like turning your face, turning around and looking at the things that you actually have. The Tower moment might leave us feeling like this, might leave us feeling that we have lost the fight in a way, or like lost more than what we have. But it's never really true, because things always come back around, and every time we feel like we are defeated somehow, there is always a chance to build up again. This is why it's the 8, yes, it is the 8 of Pentacles comes. He's building on his gold again. He's putting 1 brick at a time. And that's exactly what you're doing as well. Once the old that was not working is falling, Yes. And the last advice here for my beautiful friends, for my medicine men, medicine women that are here. When I say that, the Queen of Cups and the Chariot is coming out. So really a rebalancing, setting yourself back on the throne. And also this is about the feminine and the masculine aspects of you that are ready to move forward in a balanced way. If you knew that after the Lovers, the Chariot comes, so it's like the union of the masculine and the feminine, and then it's like, how do you move forward in unions? How do you move forward when you're uniting yourself, when you come full circle with yourself? When the phoenix rises, then how do you move forward? A new balance for sure, and a resurrection here with the Judgment. You are resurrecting, and the Two of Pentacles are coming out. So let us pull a few cards from the mystical shaman oracle that was really present in the beginning of this conversation that we had. You might be called somewhere, you might be called to travel somewhere. There might be, the beloved is here. The energy of this unity is coming, that is like something wants to be united within you and outside of you as well. This card also talks about not falling for illusions, and that through the stillness, through this standstill, or allowing yourself to be still and listen, that's when the answers also comes to you. And under there is also the journey. So it might feel like the journey is there because the shamanic path is really a pilgrimage in itself. It is to come back to the beloved inside of yourself. Right now I'm hearing The Alchemist, the book. I don't know if you read it. He travels so far and then it always goes full circle, right? To follow the flow and to find your strength. Flow, Jaguar strength. So powerful, very powerful cards, very powerful energy. So it is something about this pilgrimage, it is something about this just needed to take a breath, because you are that journey itself. If that journey is inside of you, of healing, of moving through these cycles, like, know that you will always come full circle. If you want to see where you are in the medicine wheel, in the medicine cross, like from the south to the west, to the north, to the east, it's like it is always going around and around. It is always following the seasons of how the sun is rising, and it's going 12 o'clock, and then it's the afternoon, and then it settles again, and it's like this never-ending journey of how your medicine wants to be deepened in you. Wow. I hope that this makes sense to you. I hope that this words that are flowing through me, and I hope it's landing well inside of your heart, that it brings some confirmation. The Council of Light is here, divine orchestrations, helpers in the subtle realm. Know that you are definitely not alone, and like I said, you are here on a mission. Your guidance is divinely guided. Like you would never have been guided to me and my frequency if you were not a medicine man or a medicine woman yourself. Like, we are all rising right now, and we're walking each other home in helping each other to see all these different signs from everywhere and all places. Just make sure to listen, to align your life, to see what needs to be aligned, what needs to be shifts for you to align, to take the leap, to be willing to take the first step so that the universe can catch you. So knowing that there is a time for everything, but it's about to come together, the great gathering, like it is meant to come together for you. And the thing is that if you've been misaligned, like as soon as you come into alignment energetically which also means you've already got the information about how to align yourself. When you actually take the action that you're being aligned to and called to do, like things are gonna fall into your lap like straight away, like, because that's how energy works. It is just energy alignment. You are only here to keep aligning to yourself, aligning to your highest path in this lifetime, to pray for that path to become clear to you, to see through the illusions of where the moon and the mind might play little tricks on us, tricks of illusions of not feeling good enough, or not of being in this confusion state, which is an illusion in itself. So yeah, this comes out in every reading. It's like you're a profound clairvoyant, like that's it. Can you allow this to sink in? Like you're holding this, again, it's something about the roundness, something about the circle, something about this coming full circle and the fullness of the moon, the fullness of the sun, letting the sunshine in. I was just saying that, I was listening to that song that it's like so many streams of thoughts, you guys, so I'm trying to get it all in here. Let the sun shine in. I was listening to the song and I didn't even realize that the song was actually like, it's talking about the age of Aquarius. It's talking about the fifth dimension and how we're moving into the age of Aquarius. And like this song is pretty old. I don't know if it's from the 60s or the 70s, but it's a jammy song. You should listen to it. But it actually just fell into place for me when I was listening. I'm like, whoa, like exactly. Moving into the age of Aquarius, and that's what we're doing this year. Like the end of last year was the end of the Capricorn in Pluto. Now we're moving into the age of Aquarius, right? So everything that's being realigned this year is for you to align to this next 15-year cycle that is here. And it's big. That's why it might have felt very intense. This next cycle is about you finding your voice again, of taking your power back, of standing in your truth, of aligning to what is true and right for you, to live your dreams from your highest perspective. I am here to continue to be this remembrance for you and for me and for anyone who is called to this frequency. I'm even rhyming. How amazing is that? It's funny how the universe works. Because things are supposed to flow like that. It's supposed to flow just like that. It's like a whole big rhyme. Many, 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 many blessings. I feel ready to end this here. Now the wind is coming in. The sky is blue outside. Let the sun shine in. Allow the mysticism of the shamanism, of the shamanic energy, of the cycles of the moon, of the cycles of the Andean cross, the cycles of the wheel of fortune that is turning and turning and turning in your favor. I love you, I love you, I love you. If you also feel like working more with me, the next round of my shamanic meditation training is starting in November, in the beginning of November, and you are welcome to join. Yeah, it would be amazing to have you. It would be amazing to have you. You find all the information in the description box. Yeah. So until I see you next time, take care of yourself. Much, much, much love your way.